banged into the surface with that hard leg, hoping the ball to do something, taking those outside edges. 13 out of 14 wickets in the first ODI were picked by the seamers, and even today, both the wickets were picked by Madhushanka, the left-arm seamer. But there's still something for the fast bowlers as well. There's a slip in place for Tawhid Ridoy. Wrist work by Tawhid Ridoy. He will get a couple. No, he will get three. He's lightning fast.
A good backing up from Sumo Sharkar also, because he was coming to the danger and hunted up with those three. It's a kind of a surface that when you do get in, then you expect it to go big. And that's exactly what will be going in the minds of Sumo Sharkar. Remember, he picked up 169 in a one-day international against New Zealand, which is the highest ever score by an Asian batter, breaking Sachin Tendulkar's record. So if he is in, and the way he has batted so far, apart from that last delivery, he'd be expected to go on, because he's done it overseas and he's done it before, not too far ago.
Nicely bowled. Missing that inside edge. Good carry and bounce as well from the surface. Just going back to a point, very important for someone like Shomo Sharkar to be consistent, put a very high price tag on his wicket. When you get the start, you need to make it count, convert those into a big one. You're batting first 101 for 2 in the 17th over. You've got the platform set. Now it's time to make it big.
Yeah, he's looked good. He's looked solid in defense. As long as you have a really good defense, I think a batter can score runs. You got to make sure that you pick the right ones where you want to be a little bit aggressive.
It's also about creating a good culture within the dressing room. There will be new heroes every day. Nazmul Hossain Shanto was on the other day. Probably it's Shomo Sharkar's day today. So you can't just rely on one or two person. There will be many heroes within the team in every matches. And that's the culture Chandika Hathura Singh and the team management would hope to put into the players. Nicely placed by Shomo Sharkar. He'll get a couple. 5 runs of the over. Bangladesh 103 for 2 after 17.
Close to a little bit. Center.
Loads of experience waiting in the dugout. Mahmudullah Riyad, Mushfiqur Rahim, Mehdi Hasan Miraj are the batters to come for Bangladesh. At the moment, Tawhid Ridoy and Shomo Sharkar are looking good. The partnership has gone to 28 of 29 deliveries. One into Hasaranga. Introduced into the attack. Sri Lanka looking for the wickets.
Yeah, I wonder why he has been introduced so late. As you see, Mahmoud Riyad cooling off. He's your prime bowler. He's your trump card for Sri Lanka. He's been outstanding. Yes. Now, no wicket for 54 in the last match of the 8 overs that he bowled. Look at that. Best of 7 for 19. Economy of just about 5. He's been brilliant. Poor delivery. He gets away with it. And if you have someone like Wanindra Hasaranga to know that there has been a bit of a partnership, why not introduce him a little bit earlier? We'll have to wait and see.
Shomo Sharka on 47. He's got 150 against Sri Lanka in ODIs. Trying to score his second against the Sri Lankans. Batted really well. Shown good intent. 8 fours for his 47. Mid of inside the circle. Flighted one from Hasaranga.
The behavior of the surface suggests that this pitch is good for 300 or even more. Because Bangladesh will need to bowl well here. No matter the amount of runs they score at the end of the 50th over, they need to realize that Sri Lanka has a very strong batting lineup. Wickets in hand in the last 10 over or so, maybe it could really go after the bowling, but I reckon they need to score above 300 to put a bit of a challenge and pressure onto the opposition, because I feel that this surface is very good for batting.
Swept away by Shomo Sharka. Gets a boundary and gets to his 50 as well. A very good 50 from Shomo Sharka. 52 of 52 deliveries. What a mark he has played. End of the over, 7 from in Bangladesh. 1-0 for th ODI 50 for Shomo Sharka, his second against Sri Lanka. It came at a very good rate as well. Runner ball 50 from the left-hander. Coming in at number, opening the innings with Liton Das. Kept his composure despite losing his partner in the very first over. Good start.
Sharkar had played some gorgeous looking shots on both sides of the wicket, but he's very keen to pick up the spinners by playing that conventional sweep shot. He means it. This innings means so much for him and for his team. He's closing in to 2,000 runs in ODIs.
Tawhid Ridoy looking for the singles. Missed out on the previous game. Taking his time. Giving strike back to Shomo Sharka, who's in very good touch.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine to see someone who's well set, batting for a long time, and if the new batter comes in, it's okay. Get him on strike. That's the current rate. They're going just above 600 and over. If they go at the same rate, they'll get 302. Yeah, they got to go ahead and they got to get more than 300 on this surface. Put a bit of a more challenge. And there will be a little bit of a psychological pressure because it's a must-win game for Sri Lanka. To stay alive in the series, they have to win. So the more they get, the pressure will build on. And a lot will depend on whether Bangladesh can go across 300 or not if Shomo Sharka stays on. Yes, they have a lot of batting to come. There's Mahmudullah, there is Mushfiqur Rahim. We know that he played a very crucial knock with the skipper. But also, always say that the one that matter are the one who are in the middle.
Well, the dew factor can also play a big role. We have seen in the first ODI, not easy for the spinners to grip in. The ball coming onto the bat in the second half. We don't know yet about the dew factor in this game. It will be interesting to see the second half of the innings.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the seamers. Shoriful Islam, Taskin Ahmed, and Tanzim Hassan Saqib, if they can produce similar kind of spells. Because a couple of times Sri Lanka looked to be in cruise control and they came back and struck, picked up wickets. Vaidis and Miraj bowled beautifully. We talk about the seamers, the number of wickets they shared among themselves, 9 in that first one-day international by the seamers. Vaidis and Miraj was a pick of the bowler in terms of the economy. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 33. So the challenge for him will be whether he can get a good grip on the ball. It's for the spinners, but Bangladesh has that advantage of having those seamers who have been in good touch and good rhythm in terms of picking up wickets. Turning out to be a good contest here.
Not that shot to pull that one. End of the over, Bangladesh 113 for 2. One into Hasaranga to continue. Yeah, the left and right hand combination also making things difficult for the Sri Lankan bowlers. They had to adjust their line and length. They managed to rotate the strike as well, the Bangladeshi batters out there. The good play against the spinners, Tawhid Ridoy.
I think it's good captaincy from Kushal Mendes, because when Tawhid Ridoy is on strike, there's a slip in place, and it looks like he might have no. For a moment, I thought the slip will be there. Selfie time. Down the wicket to the left-hander.
Picked that wrong one, Shomo Sarkar. Waiting for the ball to come towards him rather than searching. Go forward. Get that on the full. Shomo Sarkar making no mistake and gets the boundary.
Yeah, they know it's such a good-looking shot from Somo Sarkar. Again, not taking any risk whatsoever. It's just the length. It picks up the length so quickly. There was mid-off in place to go full toss and put that away. Sweet timing. 4 more.
Shot this time, but Shomo Sarkar gets the same result. Back-to-back boundaries from the left-hander.
Well, one thing's for sure, they will have a plan against the likes of Wanindu Hasaranga. Remember, Mahmudullah Riyad hit a second ball 6 when he came into the attack. This time around, he forced the bowler to bowl it short because the other one was full. And he was up to it, cuts it away. Again, a lovely touch from Somu Sarkar.
Dot ball to end the over, but it's a good one for Bangladesh. 9 from it. They are 122 for 2. tall buildings for Bangladesh in the past few overs, courtesy of Shahenshah. Struck 2 boundaries to 1 Hindu Hasaranga in the previous over. One on the full and the next one was short. So the idea would be for the Bangladeshi batters to attack someone like 1 Hindu Hasaranga, not let him settle. He's a champion act, Hasaranga. He can be devastating with the ball. Tawhid Hridoy to take the strike against Lahiru Kumara. Good high bat left, quick running between the wicket, doing their basics right, pushing the fielders hard.
Yeah, I thought he was struggling. They needed a direct hit to Masharka. You could see he was struggling. Now this will give you a better idea. Direct hit would have been gone. Yes. Not a great call. They needed a direct hit. Well, he becomes now the 10th batter from Bangladesh to complete 2,000 runs in ODIs. With that boundary, the last boundary that he picked. He's gone past 2,000 now. 12 50s and 300s. Best of 169.
Nicely behind that one. The highlight of Shahenshah's innings so far has been he never tried to go hard against the bowlers, waited for the right one, waited for the bad deliveries to dispatch. He's got all the time in the world to play a big knock. He already reached his 50, set the platform, and now it's time to convert that into a big one. Lots of gaps as well. Need to find those. Looking for the quick run.
Yeah, it's a good partnership also because it's important for someone who has just come into bat to get into his groove. We know that Shahenshah is batting well, but he needed someone because Shanta was batting beautifully, 40 of 39. Yes, he was lucky. Great catch behind the stumps, but Tawhid Hridoy also playing a good part with the bat. 17 only of 21. That's Shahenshah's beehive. Oh, the ramp shot, that's gone all the way. That's what we were showing a little while earlier. He's very strong where he picks up the boundaries. This is lovely touch. It also brings up the 50 partnership. It was short, it was wide, and he brings out the ramp shot.
Presence of mind. Good game awareness. Great execution. That shot was all about being in a positive frame of mind. With that 6, they reached the 50-run partnership. 54 of just 51 deliveries. Eyeing for those quick singles. Not rely just on those boundaries. Rotating the strike, pushing the fielders hard. It's hot and humid out there. It's not easy for the fielders.
It's such a good display of batting from especially Shahenshah. You talk about the batter getting in, getting his eye in and getting set. And when you do get set, you start to look comfortable and convert the starts to a big one.
Playing that on the up. It's to be in a superb touch from Shahenshah. 8 runs of the over. Bangladesh 130 for 2 after 21.
In the second ODI of the Dutch-Bangla Bank series, Bangladesh doing well. Lost the services of Lijon Kumar Das earlier, but since then, good partnership of 75 of 74 between the skipper and Shahenshah and Chommo combining wonderfully well with Tawhid Ridoy, putting up quick fire 55 of 53. Very, very dangerous, very threatening as Shahenshah on strike now. One in the Hasaranga, gone for 16 in his first two. It's nice to see the respect being paid to the good deliveries. It's been a very, very well compiled innings by Shahenshah. Good afternoon, Russell.
Afternoon, Shamim. Yeah, Hasaranga's got to realize that this is not a pitch that's spinning. It's not a pitch that's skidding through like the way he likes. Fielder in the deep. Taken. Shahenshah. And against the run of play, Sri Lanka have picked up the man who was holding it together. Outstanding anticipation. He sprinted and hangs on.
Well, he's just waiting to make sure the catch has been taken cleanly, but the reverse attempted. He was oozing with confidence. And the catch, a spectacular one. It's worth looking over and over again. A strike that was badly needed for the Sri Lankans. Shahenshah was looking so very comfortable and at ease. Suddenly trying the reverse. Got quite a bit of bat on that one. Just flew into the deep. And look at this catch, so well judged. Oh, terrific. Reverse cupping in, hung on to it. And the breakthrough, he was elated. He was over the moon. Needed a breakthrough. Sri Lanka have got it. The big wicket of Shahenshah. He goes for 68 and it's 130 for 3. Played such a pivotal role in the first ODI and bringing Bangladesh back after the early loss of wickets. 5,000 runs. One in the Hasaranga has done it for Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's the type of pitch that a spinner needs to be patient. Now, what he did well here, that he bowled is a lot slower. Brilliant from Shahenshah. And hence, because there wasn't as much pace on that delivery, Shahenshah could not get it as fine as he would have liked. Now, if you remember right, or if you remember a couple of days ago, that's exactly where Shahenshah took another brilliant catch. That time to dismiss Mahmudullah Riyad, a running catch.
Mahmudullah Riyad is a little silly on that occasion. Gives him the charge, not really looking at the trajectory of the ball. Seemed to be the wrong one from Aninda Hasaranga. Has beaten him all ends up. And another strike.
Sri Lanka go bang bang. Hasaranga gets it right this time. Now Mahmudullah Riyad, he was given a lot of praise after that knock the previous day. He handled Hasaranga well. Second ball for him, he hit him for 6. He tries the same thing here. That's the second ball he faced in his innings. And he's gone for naught. It's 130 for 4.
What a turnaround in events here at Chattogram. Bangladesh cruising 130 for 2 and suddenly 2 quick wickets. Brings in Mushfiqur Rahim. He's got to batten down. He's Mr. Dependable. Seen 2 wickets falling back to back. Over 7,700 runs, 9 centuries. But he's got to be trying to steady the rocking boat now.
Yes, Sri Lanka believe once again, spring in their steps. 2 wickets. Look at that Hasaranga. Not giving the length, expecting Mahmudullah Riyad to come at him. He does, and he misses.
He's got to be careful now. Hasaranga has got his tail up. Suffering a little bit in terms of getting the lines right. I want to come back in this over.
Yeah, just dangle the carrot. Let the batter make the mistake. Make sure you don't give them those free hits like he did in the first 2 overs. There was inside edge on that one and ends a double wicket maiden. 130 for 4.
Sri Lanka have done exceedingly well in pulling it back. They're looking to be staring down the barrel of a gun, but just within 1 over from Hasaranga, they're back strongly. Oh, just the inside part of the bat, very tentative little push by Hridoy on that occasion.
Now you got to capitalize on this moment. Hridoy not playing as freely as he would usually. It was Shahenshah who was controlling the innings. Now Lairu Kumara with his extra pace. He's got the batter on the back foot. Look how deep Hridoy is in his crease. That's because of the short one, the quick short one that Lairu Kumara can bowl. He's got to use that. Got to use that short one effectively.
Yeah, he'll be looking to do that. The difference between Najmul Hossain and Shanto, he stands outside his crease. Tawhidullah prefers, particularly with the pace bowler, to stay well inside the crease.
The importance of using your variations as a fast bowler, and that short ball so crucial. They tried a few to Shumasaka and Shanto, but didn't get the line right. When you bowl outside off stump, it becomes a free hit. There you go. Different styles of different batters to handle different situations.
And he's troubling Hridoy. He hasn't made it comfortable for him from that back of a leg. And he's now bowling to 2 right-handers. Also, a little bit of leeway in his favor.
You must use that short ball. You can, but direction is important. At the batter's throat, it is effective. Mushakar has failed to control that on previous occasions. Shanto didn't get himself out, but there were top edges. That's what you're searching for. And in return, what you get is doubt in footwork like this.
So he's persisting with that back of length delivery, allowing Hridoy to close the face and get to the other end. But it's been 4 very, very good deliveries. We're still waiting for that short pitch delivery to come. Maybe to Mushfiqur Rahim. Shorter in stature.
Slip comes into play. Got to search for this extra wicket here, because with Mehdi Hasan Miraj to come, this partnership would be the game. It's the bowlers after that. Not a lot on offer. Tasking, Torifu, Taiju, and Tanzim.
It's pitched further up, enabling Mushfiqur Rahim to get behind that nicely and just amble a single to open his account.
But this is a huge moment in the game. Got to make sure that you stay disciplined, the Sri Lankans. Mushfiqur, he likes these type of situations. This is tailor-made for him. The composure that he brings to the Bangladesh team.
Short ball yet to come. The anticipated short one. Once again, keeping it tight. Excellent over. Just the 2 runs from it. 132 for 4. Couple of wickets for Madhushankar. 2 for 23. Bit of a surprise seeing one in the Hasaranga coming in as the 7th option as a bowler. But he's the one who's done the damage. Reads that googly, backs away and gets a single.
With the harder ball, you want to be using your seam bowlers. That's what Sri Lanka tried to do. Try to get in a couple of overs here and there from the others. Delaying Hasaranga so he can bowl right through those middle overs.
He's known to be efficient in those middle overs. Now doing the right thing and getting 2 quick wickets. Enticement. That is the mix that Hasaranga has. The absolute control with the flighted deliveries. Temptation for the batters. Then the wrong one. If they can't read it, it's going to come back at you. Fox Mahmudullah Riyad. Down the leg side swept, but not fine enough. Finds the fielder.
Oh, he gets away with that. Tawhid Hridaya, he got a freebie. Hit it hard. But unfortunately for him, straight to the fielder. Big gap there because the fielder in the deep is in front of square.
Tawhid Hridaya has gone into a shell, particularly because some good bowling from both ends have kept it tight. Hardly given away anything for the batters to take advantage of.
That run rate has dipped to 5.66. It was comfortably above 6. Chumasaka was there.
You'd feel it would be up to Mushfiqur Rahim to just play sensibly at the moment, and Tawhid Hridaya has looked slightly edgy. He's got 19 of 29 deliveries. After the fall of those 2 quick wickets, suddenly he seems to be a little uncomfortable in negotiating the balls. Not prepared to play his natural game of taking the attack to the bowlers. 135 for 4. Well, Sri Lankan supporters will be very happy with the comeback made by their team. Looking to be under a lot of pressure when Chomashoka was going great guns. At the moment, the Sri Lankan flag's flying high.
That's on the expressway across. Sri Lankan fans from different parts of Bangladesh have made the trip down. Friday, a holiday here. Dilshan Madhushankar's in. Just short spells he's operating in with the faster bowlers.
Just swivels round once again. Just not getting into the right areas and finding the gaps that are available even now.
It's his 3rd spell. Only his 6th over. What Mendes is asking his faster bowlers to do is, I'll give you a couple. Just hit the deck hard. Bend your back. Let's not bowl in longer spells. Let's preserve you. But the couple you bowl, want it to be good.
Just feel something's got to give here. Knowing the approach, the mindset of Tawhid Hridaya. How long can he stay patient? Here Mushfiqur Rahim is going to give him words of wisdom. Ride out this lean period. Do not throw away your wicket. That's what he must be telling his partner.
Substitute fielder on the park, it's Sahanara Chige. One into Hasaranga, who's not on at the moment.
Sri Lanka will be hoping that he comes back quickly, but what about that shot? He just leant into that, didn't try to hit it too hard. Bit of a teaser for the fielder, but eventually he does not manage to pull it back. Some relief with that boundary for Bangladesh.
That's sped away. Not in a convincing position, but he's right behind it and finds the middle. It runs away. He's still on the move. That's what I meant by not in a convincing position. Surprised by the fuller length. Yatawi Ridoy. He likes to stay very, very deep. Contact point a lot later than the others. Different style he does have. Wristy, he likes picking the ball up and lets it come to you a lot more. Very, very different to the other Bangladeshi batsmen we've seen, who have opted to go towards the bowler, even starting way outside the crease and trying to get the bowler to change that length.
But in Mushfiqur Rahim, he's got a partner who also uses the depth of the crease work. Maybe at point when he takes his stance, he's not deep like Tawhid Ridoy, but Mushfiqur Rahim will stand at the crease, feet either side, mostly of the crease. But the use of the depth of the crease is there to be seen from Mushfiqur Rahim as well. Drifting down leg, just could not tuck it away. Use the angle that was created by the bowler.
Well, Sri Lanka, they're not very good at this. Usually they get pinged for slow over rates. Now even today, at the moment, they're 9 minutes behind time. So that's about 2 overs. Gonna have to speed it up. If not, come the 49th, 50th over, you could be penalized, and that extra fielder will be required inside the circle.
Cap and run. Scampers through. Makes it comfortable eventually. 6 from that over, 141 for 4. The crowd are enjoying themselves. This is a fabulous Friday here in Chattogram, and the cricket in the middle is very, very interesting, intriguing fight. This is between the two teams. Bellage almost gets out a leading edge from the batter.
We'll try and get a couple.
Well, Sri Lanka might just be hoping that he's not away for a long while. Need his services. He's been the key, getting them back in the game. This period of play, Bangladesh will like to consolidate after those couple of wickets falling quickly.
He's got 6 fielders in the circle. He's also got that slip in place for Mushfiqur. Trying to entice him, but what Lalage will do is he'll keep darting it in. Just like that. Now he's got a couple of dots. He sends mid-on down because he can use another one outside the circle.
Possibly give the ball a little bit more air, get more purchase. Here it is. Anticipated that one, so did Mushfiqur Rahim. Just opens the face and guides it for a comfortable single.
Now that's damage control actually. Trying to make sure that the bowler gets in a couple of dots, gets off the over for 4 runs, 3 runs if you can, and the job's well done.
Once again, the Bangladeshi batters need to tell themselves, we're just over the halfway mark. Lots of overs to negotiate. You've had a couple of stutters. Now just can bide your time. Just pay respect to the good deliveries. Fans trying to cool down the players. Content to play a dead bat to that one. 26 overs done. 1-4-4 for 4. The power play was good for Bangladesh, 64 for the loss of 1 wicket. But now the scoring has gone down, 5.54. Sri Lanka have done well to pull it back. Tentative, not quite sure about that shot.
Yeah, Madhushankar getting a second. After this one, we held back. You're right. Say that Bangladesh need to project how they're going to get their runs. They got the ideal man in the middle in terms of Mushfiqur Rahim to kind of assess the pitch and get a feel for how many runs they need to get. This partnership, if it can keep going till about the 35th, then the batters to come become effective. They come into the game. The last 5 to 10 overs are the likes of Taskin, who can use the long handle, will be effective. But you don't want them coming in right now. That's when the problems happen. So project your way in, quietly build. 35th over, 3-4 and over. Gets you close to 180. You can go from there. Get yourself to 280 and stay in the game.
It's a question of disciplined batting against some very disciplined bowling that the Sri Lankans are doing at the moment. They know they're just waiting for the batter to take a chance, try and innovate, be a little cheeky. It's doing the basics right. And you've got to respond to that with the similar kind of approach. We mentioned they've got to build up a partnership. Doesn't matter how long it takes to build up that partnership, but as you said, Russ, 35th over would be the minimum target for these two to carry on.
Yeah, once you get there, you reassess and then try and push to the 40th maybe.
And that's the way to go about it. It's just milk the runs, play the ball with soft hands, keep the rotation of the strike going. Sometimes it can get a little irritating or frustrating for the bowlers too.
Sure will. Now he's bowled 3 dot balls. He's not been giving anything for Ridoy. So he drops and runs, and Mushfiqur needs a lot of credit there in helping his partner out. He responded because there was no room for any hesitation. You had to go. It was one of those tight ones. The slip is back in play.
Just holding up during his run-up. Yeah, and another area that Mushfiq has got to sort out is the attitude of his partner. A naturally stroke-making player, very difficult to just make sure that he controls his emotions and does not get carried away with the big shots.
This is a problem. This is a problem. Another one. And it's Madhushankar. Well, we thought Mushfiqur pulled out, but it just appears that it's Dilshan Madhushankar who pulled out in his run-up. We saw this happen to Lairu Kumar in the first game. Matisha Patirana got lots of cramps. Oh dear, he's pulled up. He's fell.
Couple of wickets. He's contained the batters. He's not allowed them to get away with it, and suddenly, well, he's got a problem with his fitness. Just gingerly walking back.
Freely. But the faster bowlers, they seem to be falling all of a sudden. Coming on this tour, or through 2024, you had a lot of them fit.
Inage coming in to complete the next over offers the width. Just the mode they are in now, they're not really wanting to put that ball away.
Dushman Chamira got injured. Asida Fernando, who was supposed to be here for the ODIs and the test matches, he's fallen over. All of a sudden, a few issues creeping in with injuries, which of course Sri Lanka are not new to.
That is 27th over completed, 146 for 4. Batting to come for Bangladesh, Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who can take an innings deep. Taskin Ahmed, who can really get things moving with some long shots. But it is this pair who need to batten down for as long as they can. I was talking about the depth of the crease being used by Mushfiqur Rahim. Again, instance of that, backing away, getting behind the line.
Asaranga, who was in the deep, moves into the circle just to make sure he doesn't have to stress himself too much. Ridoy seems to be in the habit of lunging at everything, whereas Mushfiqur, better in using his feet. That's experience, creating your length. Back of a good length, the spinner, when he bowls it slightly slower, get on the back foot, make him think about that length.
Just remembering the previous one-day international when Najmul Hussain Shanto and Mushfiqur Rahim batted, they didn't hit a boundary for almost 40 deliveries. Despite that, once they broke the shackles, boundaries came easily. That's use of the feet. That is possibly an opportunity.
Now what works in Mushfiqur's favour was that it was hit ever so hard. He got a hand to it, Sadira Samaravikrama. It would have been a stunner if it had stuck, but look at it flying. He feels it. It was hit so hard.
Yeah, that's what's shot. Couldn't get it past the fielder. Hit very hard and very quickly. Look at this. He was well in position to hit that ball. Could not keep it down. And yeah, he's targeting over the infield. Not quite there. Lucky to get away with it. 150 has come up in the meantime. A slap away is protection. 28 overs are complete now. Bangladesh 151 for 4.